Howdy folks, this morning's soap of the day is going to be from Save Master General SMG Soaps. It's called the Undertaker. The scent is amber, musk, has a muddy scent to it as well as floral, and I believe it's called there's a lily scent to it. Around the edge of the label there is the ingredients. That's what the soap looks like on the inside. It's a fairly firm puck of soap, and it has its aftershave also. It comes with a restrictor, and mine came where you have the option of either putting the restrictor in or leaving it out, and later on I'll show you what the restrictor looks like on the inside there. Got my alum block complete with the rubber band, lilac witch hazel from Humphreys, and off camera I'll be using Stirling's beard balm. This one here is an orange scented one. It could double as a pre-shave also. I've already put a hot towel to the face and the bloom water. I used the bloom water as a pre-shave. I'll work it into my face. And the shaver of the day is the Crown King Shavette. If I remember correctly, it's called a Tallywood. It takes a full DE blade as well as a DE blade cut in half. And that's what it looks like on the underside there. And the blade of choice today has been working through some pre-cut blades, and it's a Derby Professional. And I have been, this is about that time of year where I start to struggle with some sinus issues. So I really don't particularly care for taking medication for it because how it makes me feel. But I guess you might say I was to the point where I feel like I was going to have to take something. I guess you might say it depends on what kind of miserable do you plan on putting up with. And the medication just makes me pretty groggy. Or it goes to the other direction and it just makes me really cranky. I'm pretty groggy right now. You can see this lathered up pretty good. The brush I'm using today is from TurnNShave. It's what I think he refers to as a quarter moon knot. There's quite a bit of lather in here. Using my Red Pole smooth bottom, got from the thrift store. And got some lather on me. I can smell the lily. There's a good thing in the scent description. He mentions about being muddy because I couldn't place the mud. It's not, in my opinion, per my nose, the muddy scent is not off-putting, say like, you know, a dirt soap for instance, where the dirt is really prevalent. I don't find that the size of the head on this, where the blade is at, I don't find that it gets in the way. But I don't shave underneath my nose, but when it comes to stretching, it's person by person, case by case, in other words, on how you stretch or where you might need to stretch. I have found more against the grain stretching needed than as opposed to with the grain. I have found that there's one benefit, at least one, in my opinion, about shaving with only one hand instead of switching when you go from side to side, is that you leave your non-dominant hand. It's always available, I guess you might say, and it's got soap on it when you start to stretch on your face, and your dominant hand, in other words, shouldn't have any soap on it, so it kind of helps hang on to things. In case if I forgot to mention it, this is Jonathan's fall scent. Even though it's referred to as the Undertaker, it's a, in my opinion, a very pleasant scent. Floral scents don't bother me as much as I thought they would. When I first started wet shaving, I really did not think that I would like floral scents. But I haven't tried anything like honeysuckle, because honeysuckle, in other words, when I walk by it, really bothers my nose. So I've already got a middle thing going on for the honeysuckle, but lilac and lily and rose. Rose was the first one that really got my attention, and I realized I really liked the rose scent on soaps. Vanillay was the first one that I tried that was a rose scent. I was really surprised on how much I liked the scent. I think one of the reasons why I like it is because it seems to, the scent seems to stick around, especially through the aftershave. I go through a good part of the day smelling the rose, which is pretty good for with my nose. Smells great. Really kind of surprised when I first ordered it. Saw the muddy part, wasn't too sure this was going to be the one to get, and decided, well, it may not be quite so bad. And we've had some light rain overnight, and we still got some light rain this morning. It's a good thing because we haven't had a whole lot of rain here in the past, what, 45 days. Derby blades, especially the pre-cut ones, is kind of hit miss for me. Some shavers that they seem to work alright, and some shavers not so much. But I've got quite a few. They came with some of the Shavettes I bought over time, and it's one of the reasons why it was enticing to get involved with Shavettes, because at the time when you look at them, sometimes you'll find a shaver that comes with about 100 pre-cut blades. Makes it pretty inexpensive to get started, around the $15 mark, which is pretty nice. Pay $15 and get blades and a razor. I usually get by with a 2-pass shave with the Shavette. Yeah, with this medication I'm having to put out a lot more effort to concentrate about what I'm doing. Yeah, I could have slept right on in this morning. Which for me is a Wednesday morning. I thought I did. With the heel of the blade, I don't know if you can really see that. I know I sure did feel it. The heel of the blade, I got myself right there. Just a little one. Yeah, I almost decided to go with a DE this morning. It has been a good moment since I had used this medication, and I guess you might say unshaved. All in all though, it seems like it's not too bad. Pretty decent shave. Yeah, I kind of felt like I got myself with the heel right there. It might stop on its own. If not, then that splash should help out some. Every once in a while I'll have the need to do across the green right through here, but it's not too bad this morning. Alright, let's see what this alum block's going to have to say. I know right about there it's going to have something. Got myself over here because there's some stinging right there. That's not too bad though. I mean, for the most part, it was a pretty smooth shave. I knew it was going to be a little wobbly considering the medication. I really hate taking the medication. I just really do. My routine through here, normally off camera, is I'm going to go ahead and I'll drain my sink and I'll go ahead and clean out the bowl and the brush, and been working on that. So in other words, my typical routine is a little bit different than what you see on camera. Humphreys witch hazel. So in other words, I allow a lot more time for the witch hazel to dry. For me, sometimes while I'm doing all that, it also helps me get a good feel for the shave, how my face is drying. With alum block on it, does it feel like that there's more going on with my face? There are spots that the closer I get to this area, the more that years gone by that where it's more tender, sensitive. You usually end up with weepers. Not so much of a fun thing because they get really bad the closer you get to this area. And it comes with a security seal, and I kind of left it in place, as you can see, but that's the size of the restrictor. thought it was a nice touch to let you decide whether you want to put the restrictor in or not, if you like the free flow of the container, if you want a restrictor in it or not. Because when it comes to restrictors, they come in different sizes. Some of them are pretty close to be free flowing anyway. It smells good. Feels good on the face. I think if I remember right, this has got some vitamin E added in with along with the witch hazel. Yeah, this is a nice touch for the shave, keeping your face feel like it's moisturized. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Try not to drop this in the sink. Once again, if you would need another look at it, that's the Crown King Shavette. I don't think this one's available anymore. I don't believe I've seen it on his Douglas's site in quite a while. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. And this is, I thought it was kind of nice touch. It's got the SMG right there where the window's at. I like this label. I thought this was a pretty cool label. Well, all in all, I had a pretty good shave. Like I said, it stopped bleeding, didn't take too terribly long. Everybody stay safe and smooth shaves to you.